Welcome to this video, guys. We'll continue from where we stopped in the last video. Last class we had, we spoke about um market structure, where we understood higher highs, higher lows. We understood break of structure. We understood change of character, right? So we are going to continue from there. We couldn't have enough example. We had only one example, so I'll have one or two more examples before we go into today's work. Okay, so this work is just continuation of our previous class. Okay, so I think we add something for a downtrend, right? Now, um, this is a clear break of structure right here. Okay, break of structure right here. So you can see this. This is just the recent price of Euro USD. Okay, so we have a break of structure here. This way, this thing is telling you that anytime you see this break of structure upside, it's just telling you that price is about to start going up. Okay, that's what it majorly means. Okay, I think I won't go into all this complexity. Let's just take it simple until we are done with internal and external structure. Okay, this one did not actually break, right? So we're having like a double top here. You all know what double top is, and the neckline will be here. Okay, the neckline will be here for double top. If price should proceed down, and go below this, then we have a double top pattern. We look to continuously short, right? Yeah. Sorry, to continue the downward movement since our double top is now complete. But that's not what we are here for today. We have only one break of structure. We have to just wait for more information before we can know what's going to happen next. Okay. Now let me now show you something. You will see that despite that this did not break structure higher, okay, it didn't break structure higher. If you should come down and break this neckline, then we can say we have another BOS to this downside, telling us that it's going to start going down. And generally, it's now looking more like a consolidating market because it keeps giving up and down signal. Okay, but we don't know what price is going to do when we get to this place. We don't know if price is going to get here. We don't know if price is just going to do something like this and rise up and move up. If it does this, then this higher low here, this is a higher low, right? You can't call this place higher low because there was no higher high. So I think that to bear in mind. The reason why I will not call this thing I marked here higher low is because it didn't actually break this high. ADB broke this high like this place push up and broke the high. Okay, then we can now see this another break of structure, right? We can now see this another break of structure. And we'll not expect from here price to come. We'll not expect price to reverse and protect this place now, ensuring that this place will now protect itself and price will continue up. Okay, but it doesn't do that. We don't know what it's going to do yet. We just have to wait for price to form what it wants to form. But if you're using retail strategy, this is this way you begin to think that we may be having a double top. Okay, and when we're having a double top, we wait for it to break this place. This is going to be the neckline. You understand? So immediately break that neckline. If you are looking the chart from here, okay, if you are looking the chart only from, let me put it this way, only from this movement, can you see? So this is a break of structure downward. Okay, you understand what I'm trying to say now? This will be a break of structure downward, and you'll be expecting something like this in continuation of it. Okay, you're expecting something like that to continue it. This is just a projection, and it's just a blind projection. It's not as if I used any method to. I'm just showing you schematic of how price can move. Okay, we just like trying to show you more example of yesterday's work. But let's go to price action that's already formed that we can use for examples. Okay, clearer examples. All right, we have more clearer examples here. I will have to shrink my screen a little bit so that I can see more bars. Sorry, so that I can see more candles. Uh, yeah. Okay. So from here, if you start from here, you can see we have a break of structure here. Clearly, we have a break of structure here, right? We have a break of structure because it broke. So this is the higher low, right? This is the higher high. Price must not break below here. Anything that makes price to break below here, then that means it's just going down. We'll call this, it will now become an inducement. Sorry, I'm not supposed to mention those words. We have not gotten there, okay? But this is no longer a break of structure. If it should break this low, then it's no longer a break of structure. This is now something else entirely, okay? All right, let's proceed. Um, what I just want you to take here is that this higher low was protected. Then we have another one here. This is another break of structure, making this now the new lower higher low, right? And price did not break it. It's protected. Price keeps moving up. Then we have the next one here. We have the next one here. Now, this is what I want you to take notes, okay? Most of the time, if price just weak is like this, it did not close above, the candle refused to close above the BOS line, then for now, don't take it as break of structure. Just take it as a fake out, okay? So I will not say from here to here is break of structure. No, I'll just say to this point, all of them like this break of structure. And my higher low will be this one, not this, okay? My higher low will be this and not this, because it's not this is not a break of structure. The structure was broken here. So this is my higher low. But you can still trade from here. Sorry, we have not got it today. Okay. We are just recognizing structure. Okay. So we have the next structure here. We have the next structure. Higher high, another higher high was broken. This is our higher low and it has been protected. Okay. So uh we have another one here. Okay. So this one did not go down and break here. So we are still on an uptrend. You keep looking for buy. That's just what uptrend is. If price on an uptrend, you go heavy on buy. You can counter trade. You can trade against the trend, but you know that you are not going to stay long on that trade. We'll talk more about it shortly. Let's just continue recognizing it. Okay. So we have a kind of messy movement here, but we can still take all of it like this and say we have our this to be our higher low. Okay, so this is our higher low now, and eventually, all right, we have another one here. This is the last VOS we had. Can you see? We had the last VOS here, and this is our last higher low, right? This is our last higher low right here. This is our last higher low right here, right? So this was broken. Eventually, higher high got strength to break higher low, and we have a change of character. Okay, we have a change of character, CHOH. That's what we have. And after that, we see that price begins to break to the downside. Now we are having BOS to downside. Okay, we have this BOS here. Did this close above? Yes, it did. It's not really clear. It's looking like it just weak it. Let's just take all of it like this. Okay, so we have price move this way. Then we have a break of structure. This is our lower high now. Okay, then we have another one here. We have another break of structure here. What did I choose? We have another break of structure here, right? Then this is going to be um this is going to be our last lower high. And as you can see, price did not actually break it, but price started giving a kind of sideways movement up to this point. It did not also break the lower low to continue the downtrend. So at this point, price started consolidating. Okay, we had a consolidating market. We had a consolidating market up to this level, right? Before we now broke out from here. Finally broke it at this point, then it came back and swept this low. Since it did not close below this place, so we cannot say it broke downward. It just weak it. We call it liquidity sweep, but let's take baby steps. When we get to liquidity, we'll talk about it more. But at this level, price range, this range market, then switch upward. Okay, then we are where we are now. I hope this is clear. Market structure is clear. Fine, let's proceed. All right. So proceed from here. This is how market structure is all about. But there's more to market structure. You have to know more about it. Okay. Now let's dive deeper into it. All right. Let's dive deeper into it. Okay. Now we have something called internal structure. Now, what do we call internal structure? Let's say we have this price action. We have this price action on a 1 hour time frame. Okay. Let's say we have this price action in 1 hour time frame. Let me change the color of this. Let me change the color of this to red. So let's say red 1H is red. Okay. Let's say 1H is red. Okay. 1 hour time frame is red. Right. And we have on another time frame, looking the same chart on 5 minutes time frame. Okay. So let's say 5 minute time frame is blue. Is blue. Okay. Now, if you have this kind of chart, this is red color, and we are seeing this red for 1 hour time frame. Let's now say we switch to 5 minutes time frame. You are going to see something like this on 5 minutes time frame. I need to change. Okay, so this is what you will see on 5 minutes time frame. Right. Sorry, this is not very clean. But I will explain what I'm trying to achieve with this. Now, I want you to understand that there's something we call fractal nature of price in trading. There's something we call fractal nature of price. Fractal nature of price. Let me type it out so that you get it. I may not pronounce it very well because I'm from Nigeria. I'm not from UK. Okay, so we have it, a fractal. Forgive me. Nigeria came to my mind. Fractal nature of price. What does this fractal nature of price means? It means that when we say fractal nature of price, it means that price behave the same way on all time frame. 1 hour, 1 day, 1 month, 15 minutes, M5, 1 hour, any time frame, you will see them moving in the same way. You will see price moving in the same way. If you see higher highs, higher lows, higher highs on 4 hours time frame, if you go to 5 minutes time frame, you still be seeing higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. But this is not a thing. Now let's say this red is 1 hour time frame, a bigger time frame. If you now, by the time you now go down, by the time you now go down, by the time you now go down to smaller time frame, okay, by the time you now go down to smaller time frame, you will see the same higher, or you see the same high low, higher high, higher low on the lower time frame, the same thing. But the difference is that this one push up on 1 hour time frame, this one push up from here, this one push up from here, from this low to this high or 1 hour time frame, is going to show as a series of high low, high low, high low, high low, higher high, higher low, higher high on 5 minutes time frame. It's going to show you as a series of higher high, higher low on 5 minutes time frame. Now this move down from here to here, this retracement from here to here on 1 hour time frame is also going to show you as a, because this is now a movement, a downward movement. So this short downward movement on 5 minutes time frame is going to be showing as low, high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Okay, that's how it's going to show. All right. Same way from this pump, this lower, higher low here to this higher high here. Okay, if you now switch to 5 minutes time frame, this is what you are going to see. Okay, that's how it's going to be going also. So that is why I superimpose both on each other. Okay, that's why I impose both of them on each other, so that you will know that each time you are having a reversal on 1 hour time frame is a full series of trade on a lower time frame. Are you getting it? It's a full series of trend on a lower time frame. Now it depends on how you want to define your terms. You can define your terms anyhow you want to do it. You can simply say that this structure on this lower time frame is your internal structure. Okay, this structure you are having, we are having series of low. Now if on this 5 minutes, which is blue line, this is like a downtrend, so you will not expect this downtrend to continue for long, because you know that it's just an internal structure inside 1 hour. But if you are looking at it from the outside, from the bigger time frame, it is what? It is still an uptrend. So you will not fall for this. You will not go to 4 hours. All the example I gave so far, we drew our structure for 4 hours. Now by the time you go to that 1 hour 4 hours candle that you see, that 4 hours candle that you see, let's say this is a 4 hours candle now. Okay, if you see this is a 4 hour candles, this 4 hour candle, let's say this example 4 hour candle. Now inside this 4 hours candle, there's 4 1 hour candle inside, and there's about 8 30 minutes candle, there's 16 15 minutes candle. So it's going to give you a full structure by the time you go to lower time frame. If this is a sell candle, you are going to see something like this. By the time you go to 15 minutes, you see something like this inside this 1 hour, this 4 hours. Okay, if this is a sell candle, then if it's a buy candle, you see it to the upside. So that's what I want you to understand. You will be using this in hand in hand. Okay, we'll be using it hand in hand. All right, that about market structure. Okay, you want to know the higher time frame you are using. Okay, then that is your external structure. Then the smaller structure inside it you can call those internal structure. Okay. Some other persons doesn't define it that way. You can define this thing anyhow you want. What matters, the name we call it does not matter. What matters is how you understand it. Some people will see this pullback now. This pullback that we have, any pattern, any structure formed on a lower time frame inside this pullback is called today internal structure. But any structure formed in this main leg, because it's the one that will actually break out and create a new high, is what they call external structure. If you want to name it like that, it's totally fine. What you just know is that when you see this long leg of price action, that's from this higher low to higher high. On a lower time frame, you see series of higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low also on it. Okay, that is it. Now let's see some examples about this. Let's see some examples on this. But before we go, one more thing I want you to understand is order flow. I want you to understand order flow. Now, there's difference between order flow and market structure. There's a slight difference of them between them. Now, this is it. Even on this this is this difference. Now, if you have this price moving up high like this, okay, you remember we have this previous high here. Now, anytime you see structure break in terms of order flow, anytime you see structure break, then we have an order flow break of order flow. How do I explain this? It's just like, okay, let me just say this lower time frame that we have here. If you still go to lower time frame, you still see smaller. This is 5 minutes time frame. If you go to 1 minute again, okay, if you go to 1 minute again, you see some smaller structure. This place will still be giving you higher high, higher lows, higher high, higher lows. This place will still be giving you lower low, lower highs, lower low, lower highs. Now, each time you see higher low, higher high, that's order flow. Each time you see something like this is just what we call order flow. Money is changing hand. Okay, in order flow, there's nothing like internal structure, external structure. In as far you see price make a new high, then that order flow is complete to the upside. That order flow is complete to the upside. If you go to a lower time frame and you are now seeing price coming like this, then the order flow to you is to the downside. That's just what order flow is. It's irrespective of the time frame you are seeing. In as far you see price making new highs, then price is going up. That's what order flow is all about. But we won't be trading more on with order flow. We'll trade with structure most of the time. But that's what order flow is. You just see money changing hands, price move up, then he exhausts, he cannot move up again. He return back a bit, then move up again. Once you are seeing that, that's order flow, break of order flow. But for break of structure, you have this high and this low. Anything that happen in between is internal. You understand? We'll get it's hard for me to explain because there are some other theory that will make it more clear, like demand and supply. So that's why it's making it difficult for me. We'll talk about order flow later, okay? We'll get to demand and supply. But let's see this thing on the charts. Let's see this thing on the charts. We have just a few minutes left to go for today. Okay. Hope you guys are enjoying the class. Hope you guys are enjoying the class. Am I making sense? You can give me feedback on the chat box as I proceed. Okay. All right. Now let's look at this. This is 4 hours time frame, as you can see. Okay. This is clearly 4 hours time frame. All right. And this did not break, so I won't want to use this leg. Let's use this leg that completes. This leg is complete. we have low here, abi, right? And we have high here. All right, now let's put a line to demarcate it. Let's put a horizontal line. This low started from here, right? Started from that point, and it ended here. So we want to see what happened here on a lower time frame from this leg to this leg. Okay, from this leg to this leg, we want to see what happened. Now we'll go to 30 minutes, for example. Okay, don't forget we have it from here. What did you see? What did you see? Can you see? We have a fresh what price market structure. Sorry, we have a BOS here. We have a BOS here, right? We have another BOS. This is protected. We have another BOS. This is protected. We have another BOS, right? This is protected. We have another BOS, right? This is protected. And we have the last BOS, which is this, until this got broken. Okay? Until this got broken. And here we have change of character. Do you see? Can you see it? Can you see it? Now let's look for where we are having a reversal, a pullback. If you look at this of 4 hours, let's go back to 4 hours time. Let's go back to 4 hours time frame. This leg of price, we can't call this higher low because it didn't break higher high. But let's just use it as an example. Okay. So let's say we have another leg of price as a pullback. Let's just assume this broke a bit. Okay. We are just trying to understand it. Okay. Now we want to see what happened here on 30 minutes time frame. Now we'll go to 30 minutes time frame. Let's put our lines first so that we will not get lost. So it started from here, right? And it ended here. So let's see what happened between here and here on 15 minutes time frame. Can you see? Can you see from that point we were having BOS right here? Okay. Then we have another BOS right here. So this is a downtrend on 15 minutes time frame, but it's just a pullback on 4 hours time frame. That's what I want you to get. Now, some people will say this pullback is their internal structure, while the move up is their external structure. If you want to take it that way, fine. And if you want to say that your 4 hours, generally, anything in between this move up and move down is your internal structure, you are free to say that. Okay, you are free to say that if that's what you want to say. So that is just market structure, internal and external market structure. Okay, so I think we are done, but let's do this one more example on downtrending markets. Okay, let's do one more example. I think we had downtrending market on GBP yesterday, right? We have downtrending market. This is our example on GBP yesterday, right? Yeah, this is it. So let's look at this, or let me take it from here to here. All right, this is leg of price. We have higher low here, right? And we have lower low here. Now from this point to this point, excuse me, from this point to this point, we have what? We have our leg of price on 4 hours time frame. So we want to see what it looks like on 30 minutes time frame. Okay, so we'll put a line here, right? That's where it started from, right? Then we'll put another line here. That's where it ended at. Okay, so we have them like that. So inside this place, we want to see what is going on. Okay, so we'll go to 15 minutes, 30 minutes time frame. Where's the line? I just hope I've not gone too far back, because trading view now is, they're just doing anyhow. Okay, thank God we have not gone too far. All right, so this is it right here. All right, and if you look at it, you will see that, you will see that we have break of structure here, right, to the downside. We have just 1 minute left. We have break of structure here to the downside. We have break of structure here to the downside. Okay, so that's a downtrend on its own. Okay, so that'll be all for tonight. Thank you very much.